Very good.
I need to get in.
Come right there.
KJ, this is a team that maybe isn't championship level yet, but it looks like you're growing into that every week. Do you feel that way?
100%. I think we took a great step forward tonight. Like you said, we're definitely not there yet, but I can say the mindset for 4 quarters finally showed up tonight for sure, and that was a great thing to see on both sides of the ball. Now, obviously, we had some self-inflicting issues out there that we really got to, still work our way out of. But like I said, the killer mindset was there all night, and it was fun to be a part of.
That offensive line's really good. Did you guys feel like you owned the line of scrimmage, especially the way you shut down the rushing game?
Yeah, great physical offensive line that we definitely played against. But it was all about, us, and we knew we could play better. We know we haven't necessarily played up to our standard, really, as a collective, all 4 quarters, all season. And we knew that we could play better tonight, and, we feel that, when we play to our best, it really doesn't matter who we're playing. We're going to be a problem, and so we were a little bit of a problem tonight.
AJ, was that the mindset you guys took into the 3rd quarter after halftime? Because you shut them down right away, and that gave the offense another opportunity to score.
Don't get it twisted. The mindset was coming out of the gate, on the first snap. Just some good things happened, after the 2nd quarter. Some things that, like I said, we finally stepped out of our own way, and some good things finally happened. But that's what I loved about this team tonight. The mindset was from the opening kickoff.
Do you think it was just more so than cleaning up the mistakes? I think we had the rejection from the targeting, and then the pass interference with the touchdown, and then you do come out in the 3rd, you guys have 2 sacks right off the bat. So was it really just cleaning up mistakes for you guys?
100%. And that's what this game is. We won the game tonight, but we'll get to the film tomorrow and Monday and trying to clean up some more mistakes. We're always shooting for a perfect game. Probably won't ever get it, but we're always shooting for it.
Who was the mindset missing so many guys tonight? Next man up. It seemed like it didn't matter who was out. Those pretty good players didn't play.
Yeah, sometimes as a team you kind of have to fool yourself and say like next man's up, be ready. But we really have some depth in all positions this year, and we understand that. So we weren't really too worried about it. I think Coach Sweeney, said something to the fact of I don't think TD and Brian and XT have played but like 6 games together in like the last 29 games or something. Like that's really crazy to think about. So, but that speaks to the next man up mentality. It's something we're kind of used to, and we understand that everybody has to be prepared. That's kind of a step we wanted to take from last year. Having so many guys hurt is whoever's going to get on the field. The standard can't really change. We got to continue to dominate.
What was the mindset coming off of last week, coming into this week? Just because maybe some guys were humble a little bit.
100%. The mindset was to practice better. I think Coach Sweeney, alluded to it all week and a little bit earlier, but we knew we couldn't perform tonight without a great preparation, a great week of practice. And you ask him, Tuesdays and Wednesdays, are big for us as a team. And both sides of the ball, offense and defense, we were competing. Had a great week of preparation. So we knew when you prepare well, then that gives you the confidence to go play well. And we think that was the difference this weekend.
So now the next step is to have another great practice.
100%. Let's bring some consistency. That's what we're looking for now, for sure.
Was it also part of wanting to play for Brian tonight and the guys that are not there, knowing that Brian, as much as he's had to go through, is still going through some more?
Yeah, 1,000%. I saw him on the sideline and I let him know we got him. No worries, we got you, brother. Because it's one thing to be a part of it in the fight, but it sucks when you're helpless and can't really do nothing about it. You have to trust your brothers to kind of get the job done for you. So I wanted him to know that we was going to handle it.
What do you remember about the fumble, and then you go to the sideline, you get on the bench, and you kind of look into the stands? What was that drive like? I think you got held a couple times when it was called. What was the feeling when you got on that bench?
Well, there was some ups and downs. Like I said, got held. I think I missed the sack opportunity there. It was a good drive, though. Ended well. My thought process was when I get on this bench, don't fall. That was the only thing really going through my head once I kind of made that leap. But it was a good end to the drive, and it helped us tonight.
What was it like to look at that?
That was awesome. That was fun. Coach Sweeney's been alluding to the man in the arena a lot these last couple of weeks, and if I had to put that into a moment, that was a man in the arena moment for sure.
How much of a game tonight can really impact your confidence moving forward for the rest of the year?
Man, it can skyrocket it. Really, even the game last week, as odd as it may sound, can help the performance as well, because we learned about the no quit and the resilience of at least our defense and the dominance factor that our offense can have. And now in a game like this, we see what happens when we all bring the right mindset and a great week of preparation. So now it's all these puzzle pieces that we're kind of figuring out. And like I said, it's all about just putting them together, man. And once we do, something special is going to happen.
KJ, it seemed like you kind of got to Devin Leary a little bit there, maybe mentally. Is that kind of a psychological game you try to play, just kind of getting the quarterback's head, make him think he's hearing footsteps?
Yeah, it definitely is. I mean, the more pressure you can get on the quarterback, the more he's thinking about it. Not thinking about his reads, his progressions, things like that. You want him to think about you. So I think as a defense, we did a great job of that tonight. Really, that was kind of the goal, was to prove to ourselves more than anything that we are who we say we are. And I think we did a good job tonight.
What do you think schematically you guys did that was so effective?
We just won our matchups. That's all we talked about. They got 11, we got 11. If we are really going to say we come out here and we're not losing this game, then it's just simply going to be beat the man in front of you. That's what football is. And next week it's going to be the same thing. You got to beat the man in front of you. Coaches got so many great schemes that they can write up, but you still got to be able to stop the play, and that's what the mindset was: win your matchup.
KJ, just talked to the defensive coordinator. He said it was just next man up, all the guys out, penalties, injuries, whatever may be the case. Just showed your composure, gave up a couple of scores, but you're able to just bend but not break. Got to be good for the confidence going into the next 2 games on the road.
Yeah, 100%. It's great for our confidence. We know what we have, man. It's not something we necessarily have to prove to anybody. We're just trying to prove it to ourselves, and like I said, trying to put it together. But definitely helps in that factor, especially for the back seven. Guys played great tonight, and it definitely a step in the right direction from last week. So we're trying to take another big step next week.
Coops goes out with the targeting, and you've got Toriano Pride back there, and Nate Wiggins. Those young guys stepped up in a big way.
Did a great job. And really, I didn't even know who was back there until I freaking turn around and we get on the sideline like, who's now? I don't pay attention to it because, number one, all they know is I'm with them no matter what. And we can make their job easier in the front, in the front 4 and the front 7. So I'm going to focus on helping them, and I know they're going to compete to the end.
KJ, after the way last week went defensively, you guys kind of went into this week. What was the mindset going into the week as a defense?
Yeah, well, I can say in my 5 years, that was the first time I've ever been a part of anything like that. And mindset was that ain't ever going to happen again. Luckily, it was a lot of competitive balls, but we had to, technically just be better. And, in order to do that, you have to practice those things. And it has to be, intentional throughout the week. And that's what it was for us, intentionally be better in practice, and, it'll help on Saturdays.
Beginning of the second half looked like there was a lot more energy. You guys were on fire, came out. Was it a change in scheme or just a change in mindset?
Neither, honestly. It just kind of clicked, just with the plays and whatnot. Just, we, believe it or not, we want every call to be a tackle for loss and a sack, and just some hit and some don't. And kind of have to work, well, in the back 7 and how we rush. But like I said, they worked perfectly and, really skyrocketed us in the second half.
It set the tone for the second half.
For sure.
Did y'all see the video from a few